Show me how to lie, you're getting better all the time, and turn it all against a one. It's an art that's hard to see. What up, guys? How's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with a Pokemon sales data video. A couple of things to go over today. Really, why I think a lot of these are undervalued. I'll explain why during the video. Patreon down below because I do all this for free. You're welcome in advance. Gold stars. We have a Japanese Charizard PSA 8 sold for $15.75. And a Vaporeon PSA 10 sold for $2,700. Moving on, we have. I'll do a couple of these things first, and then we'll go from there. Neogenesis Lugia First Edition PSA 8 sold for $2,330. Very undervalued, in my opinion. I'll tell you why. Currently, on the most recent PWCC auction, there is 6 bids on a Lugia First Edition PSA 10 at $70,000 and above. Current bidding price is like $75,000. There's like 6 days left on this. This is something where, again, we've seen it go for $129,000. Will it break 100 grand? Yeah, probably. Probably break 6 figures again. Because there's, as popular as Charizard is, Charizard is the most popular card in the hobby. Lugia is the Charizard of the second generation. Charizard may have been in several movies. Charizard may have been in the first movie, had a nice big part in that. Charizard was in Lugia's movie, Pokemon the Movie 2000. And I seriously remember seeing Pokemon 3, Mystery of the Unknown, with Entei and all that, when Ash is going down towards the rocks and Charizard swoops in, the crowd went freaking nuts. Yes! So I understand that Charizard is the most coveted Pokemon card in the hobby. There's so many of him. First edition, Shadowless, Unlimited, there's Base 2, Legendary Collection. Then you have Dark Charizard. Then you have Blaine's Charizard. So there's 7 Charizards. And that's not including the Unlimiteds between those. And the Reverse Holo. And then finally, in Neogenesis, you have Lugia. You have First Edition and Unlimited. That is it. There's 120 or 121 PSA 10 Charizards. There's only like 41 PSA 10 Lugias, First Edition. This is so stupid undervalued. And why also, I think, there's some people like Gary Vaynerchuk. He was doing underrated, overrated for sports cards. Saying like, oh, this has 25,000 copies in the pop report. Most likely it'll be enough, but in case this player blows up, that won't be enough. 25,000. That is heckin' ridiculous. This is something, it is so stupid rare. I think after this video, I'm actually going to take off my Lugia First Edition PSA 7. Because, stupid undervalued. The 8s, the 9s, everything, stupid undervalued. The 9 should not be going for less than $10,000. 9 should be even more than that, in my opinion. Just because of how rare these are. Moving on, T17, First Edition BGS 9. It's over $3,550. Which, again, I didn't really take a good look at the card. Probably a little undervalued, depending on how it is. Gym Challenge, Brock's Ninetales, First Edition PSA 10, so for $650. Rocket's Mewtwo, First Edition PSA 10, so for $1,400. Remember when I said the other day, any Blaine's Charizard, First Edition PSA 9, under $2,000 is a good deal. We have this one that sold for $2,050. We have Koga's Ditto First Edition PSA 9 so for $175. Sabrina's Alakazam First Edition PSA 10 so for $700. That was mine. They haven't paid for it yet. It's been 2 days. I sent a reminder to pray for it. Pray for me. From Fossil, we have an Aerodactyl pack. The Aerodactyl artwork First Edition PSA 10 so for $661. Again, that was the pack. Articuno First Edition PSA 9 so for $445. Articuno First Edition BGS 9.5, so for $1,025. I think that's a little low. And we have a... that's it for Fossil. Jungle, we only have one. We have Nidoqueen First Edition PSA 9, so for $205. I like that Nidoking is a holo in base, and Nidoqueen is holo in Jungle. I think that's very good. Neo Destiny, we only have 2. We have a Light Togetic First Edition PSA 9, so for $372. And our Dark Scizor First Edition PSA 8, so for $256. That's a record price point for the 8s. For those of you that don't have a lot of money, do not feel bad. You don't have to get the 10s. 10s will be out of price at some point for most people. Then the 9s and the 8s. There is nothing wrong with getting 7s and 8s. Again, even the 9s. 9s are outpricing some people already. No problem getting the 8s or the 7s. That's something I think that is very undervalued. Base set. Actually, I'm going to go to Rocket before base set. We have a Dark Golbat First Edition PSA 10, so for $500, and a Charmander First Edition PSA 10 for $251. Again, those are Rocket. Base set, we do have a Electrode First Edition PSA 8, sold for $120. Again, that was mine. That buyer has not paid yet. Come on, guys. The rest of these are First Edition PSA 10s. And then we have 3 Pikachus. They're all Yellow Cheeks. One sold for $15.25. That sold for $24.50. That sold for $34.99. Wow. Incredible, large, broad spectrum prices for all these First Edition PSA 10s for Yellow Cheeks. We have a Poliwag, sold for $231. Charmander, sold for $2,200. Pokemon Center, the trainer card, sold for $250. Pidgeotto, $898. That is undervalued as well, just because that is Ash's Pokemon that's the first one that he captures. That's just the... Oh my god, I have a hair. I have a hair in my mouth. I have a Mao hair. Dratini, $648. Dragonair, $1525. And this is something that I love and hate about base set. You have Pidgey and you have Pidgeotto, but Pidgeot's in Jungle. Then you have Dratini and Dragonair, but then Dragonite's in Fossil. Like, I think they should all be in the same set, but at the same time, that leaves you wanting more. Like, when's the next set gonna come out? When are we gonna get the evolution of these cards? And then we finally do, and it's like, oh hell yeah. So I love it, but at the same time, it's like, kind of wish they were in the same set. Potion, sold for $196. Again, trainer cards, I think they're a little undervalued because base set. Well, WotC in general, you're going to have people that are just going to collect every card in the set. But if you have base set, everyone wants every single card. Hundreds of cards versus PSA 10 does not matter. They all want it. They all sell. Anytime it's up for sale, they get bought. Energy Removal, $163, and a Dugong, $280. There is so many people that want these cards. There's so many people. Again, this was the highest grossing media franchise of all time before quarantine, before Logan Paul. This is all of these cards. Again, just based on what Gary Vee was saying about sports cards and how there's like 25,000, that might not be enough for demand. Pokemon versus basketball cards, I'll take Pokemon all day. $1 million, I would not buy any sports card. Oh, I would not buy any basketball cards as opposed to this. Football also, baseball as well. Just because you have so many of these companies printing so many of these cards. Where Pokemon, you just have Nintendo. It was Wizards of the Coast for a while, and then switched to Nintendo. Pokemon's IP, their intellectual property, will not allow them to license it elsewhere. That's what makes these cards really rare. That's what makes these cards really valuable. That's good Patreon information right there. All right, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all, and I'll catch you all later. All right, bye. Meow.